All right, guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. There's D'Angelo. Say hi.
How's it going?
We're in our town in La Fortuna in the center. This is the park. This is the park. We're going to take a little walk, and I want to talk to you guys about something. I know a lot of people maybe not happy with their countries or for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. You're older, you're retiring, you're younger, you want to make a move, and you're not really sure what your opportunities are. Maybe you have money, maybe you don't have money. So what I want to do is we're going to do some out-of-the-box thinking and show you that there are opportunities that aren't necessarily on the internet. All right? I love these, by the way.
Opportunities for a lot of different things that you can do around here, but I think not so much like wellness or yoga or things like.
Okay,
that's a
good point. So when D'Angelo and I first got here 16 years ago, the big things were yoga retreats and massage places. That's what everybody was coming down here to get into to make some money. And that's not bad. It's cool. It's fine. You know, and there's a lot of them, and you can still do that. But it's kind of changed a little bit.
It's saturated too.
Yeah, it kind of did. Everybody did yoga, and everybody gave a massage.
Yeah.
But now the big thing now people come down here for is to do their wellness or coaching, or to do their Reiki. So there's a lot of that going on right now. But I'm not even talking about that. I want to show you something. See, this was a hotel at one time, and they wanted to be a hotel, but they wanted a bar and restaurant in there, but they didn't want to run it. Opportunity for an up-and-coming chef. Maybe you can rent this space. Maybe you can negotiate something to where you start the bar and the restaurant there, and you work something out with them.
I think those ones were like, basically they just wanted to own the building and rent the hotel out, rent the restaurant out, rent as much of it out as they could, so they didn't have a lot to do.
So there's things like, okay, so here's some of the things you can consider. Again, maybe you need to make money. You want to move, but you don't know how you're going to make money. There's a lot of property management down here. A lot of people.
We get asked a lot. I mean, I know I get asked a lot to manage people's property.
You mean like today?
Yeah, I turn them down. I have too much on my plate. I can't be managing people's property, but I get asked a lot.
Right, so there's like things like house sitting, property management, and some of these things you can find on the internet, and some of these things you can't. You need to just know people, and I'm going to show you something that I think is very interesting here in the next couple minutes, if we can get up there. The opportunities that you probably just wouldn't think about.
All this unit on the Michael show we're passing now is rental space for restaurants. So there's a lot of this where you can just rent the space and open up a restaurant. There's
like this.
A lot of the same type of foods here, so you don't have to be too inventive with something different than what they're offering. Because
this is a friend of ours starting a steak place on the main road right here. But it's what we want to show you here in the next couple minutes. I think is very interesting, because I know a lot of, I wouldn't think of this either. So that's why we're trying we're doing this video, is to you think outside the box of things you could do in Costa Rica if you need to make money, you need some opportunity.
This restaurant we're passing here, Michael, this was one restaurant. They've now changed it to two separate restaurants. Behind them was a wasted space, and they put some containers there, and now it's a hotel Airbnb back there.
Right. All right, so D'Angelo mentioned earlier that we got a call, I don't know, yesterday, and this guy wanted to talk to us. He owns where we're going, this restaurant coming up called Unused?
Unused. So he owns a restaurant, and?
No, I don't know. I keep saying when we get there, you know.
Yeah, you're there.
So, okay, I'll tell you. So he owns this really nice Italian restaurant, upper scale, good pizza, nice pasta stuff, and I'll show it to you in a second. But in back of the restaurant, he owns 4, let's say, cabinas? I don't know. Well, guess what? He hates that.
He's had them forever, and he hasn't
he's had
really
them since we've been here, 16 years. He doesn't want to bother with it.
Doesn't want to manage them, doesn't want to run them, doesn't want to deal with clients coming and going, asking for extra towels or check-in and check-out procedures. He's already busy with his own life and his restaurant and everything else he does. They've been sitting there for quite a while.
Okay, so this is his restaurant right here. So as you can see, he's starting a bar right here. He's got a bar there, and this is the restaurant over here. Okay, so but let's go in the back. So we were here this morning. He wants nothing to do with the back of this, and so
we come across that a lot with owners. They have space, they don't want nothing to do with it.
So I'm not trying to we're not trying to sell you any property or anything. We're trying to show you the opportunities some people could have if they're kind of thinking outside the box. Can we get in there?
I'm gonna, yeah, you might just hit.
All right, man, let's go in. So again, this is behind the restaurant, and this guy just doesn't really want to really take care of these. So these have not really been Airbnbs. He's kind of rented them out as little, I don't know what. Rented them out as what? Just 2 and 3 nights or long term?
Yeah, he rents them out to friends and family, people he knows that he doesn't charge much because he doesn't want to run it as a business.
Oh, we can go in here. One of
this one's the smallest unit. It's just more of a studio.
Okay, guys, don't misunderstand why we're showing you this. We are not trying to sell you this property. We're not trying to rent this property. We're not trying any of that. We're just saying that, let's say you're interested. Maybe you wanted to start a wellness center. Maybe you want to start a little retreat. Maybe you want to do this. Maybe you want to do that. This guy would negotiate with you. He doesn't want anything to do with this. And that's my point. There's a lot of opportunity here that you would just never know about. So these need a little work. They've almost been turned to like bodegas, almost like where they store stuff. Up there, there's one with a loft. Check that out. But again, think about what you could do to use these. Maybe you could cut a deal where you're running these properties for him, making a little bit of money, or whatever. Or maybe you want to start a retreat. You want to do this. You want to do that. So again, property management, house sitting, running a restaurant bar, all these little things that you just may not think about that you could actually make a life for yourself in Costa Rica. So it's the only reason I wanted to show you this place. You think you're going to find this on the internet? This is why I make these videos, guys, to give you some information. Check this out. So much potential.
It's kind of a shame it's been sitting kind of not utilized for so long.
Right. He has and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. So you don't think he would work some kind of deal if you wanted to do something here?
So there's actually, I would say, a few properties we know of in this area that are like that. The owners just don't want to do too much work on their stuff and don't want to manage it and run it. And
so guys, the intention of this video is for you to think outside the box of how you could make a life for yourself in Costa Rica on things you may not have thought about prior. Maybe you don't have a lot of money, you know, maybe you do. Maybe you could turn that, what I just showed you, into a, you know, again, a wellness center. But
that's still, even an Airbnb would be great on that, just to rent them out as Airbnbs.
He was talking to us. He wanted us to property manage the place. It's just kind of humorous. He just wanted nothing to do with this property in a sense. So, but there's a lot of that here. That's the point. All right. So sorry for keep saying that, but I'm trying to get you guys' mind to be thinking outside the box. That's all. How you can make it work in Costa Rica. I'm Michael Allen.
I'm D'Angelo.
TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps.